Hello and welcome to the Crafty Toads podcast, episode 5.
Hi everyone.
We're at 5.
We're 5. My broken finger.
I am Mary Beth. You can find me all over at MaryBeth494.
I'm Helen. You can find me as HelenHG69 and Regitino on Periscope.
And we are the Crafty Toads from the Crafty Toads podcast. We are coming to you from our store, Toad Hollow. And all around, our store is located in Keyport, New Jersey, and that's where we're filming. So, also we have, this time I'm going to remember it, this time we have a Ravelry group that is the Crafty Toads, and all the show notes and everything will be there.
And you have to come subscribe because we will be co-hosting a knit-along in June.
Yes, that's very exciting. We're going to be co-hosting with Vegan Jilly from the Knitting Broomstick, right?
Yes.
Vegan Jilly from the Knitting Broomstick, and it's a Doctor Who theme. So, yeah, we're Doctor Who fans. It's going to be cool. We have to pick out what we're going to do.
I think I'm going to do the Doctor Who, the little sheep.
Oh, the Doctor Who, okay. I could do the 4th Doctor's scarf, but that's going to take a long time.
Speaking of the 4th, we should have lightsabers.
We should. Hey, may the 4th be with you today. Star Wars Day.
I'm Darth Vader.
Okay. Because you're orange?
No, because Brayden loves Darth Vader, and
okay.
I love Brayden.
All right, I will be happy being Luke Skywalker. I was a fan of Luke Skywalker. Anyway, today is Star Wars Day, May the 4th. So, and as a Star Wars fan, that's kind of cool.
As someone who's watched the last movie.
Hey, come to it whenever you can, you know? Okay, so, let's get started. So this is, we did not think that we would ever have to do this, but
it was a bad weekend.
Had a bit of an incident this weekend. Sewing along, making bags. All of a sudden, there was a thunk, and I felt something, and I actually sewed right through my finger. Had part of the needle sticking up on one side, part of the other one coming out the other side. Said to Helen, "You're going to have to get the pliers." And I think she nearly passed out.
First, I thought she was joking. Because we were talking, I forget what we were talking about when it happened, and it just sounded like her sewing machine jammed, and then you're looking at me with this shocked look, but not like pain or anything, so I'm like, oh, no, God.
Right? It was.
I have to be an adult, I cannot cry and pass out, this is not my pain.
Especially since I came so close.
Yeah.
I mean, that, and I think that is the most scared I have been in a really, really long time.
Yeah.
Really long time.
That's how I knew it was real, because of the look on your face.
It was just, it was so silly. I wasn't paying attention. Kids, don't try this at home. It hurts like hell. But I just was not paying attention, and my finger got underneath the needle. And I think actually it was very good that it was going fast, because it went right through. So there's just a little bit of bruising and 2 little puncture wounds. So a couple of days with some Neosporin and some gauze, and I'm good as new. So it just went right back to sewing.
My stomach's churning again, just thinking about it.
I know, it was not something I would recommend at all. Anyway, after that, it was smooth sailing.
Yeah.
We got a lot of work done. So, shall we show well, we don't
Talk
really
about
have
our
FOs.
work done. We had FOs.
We had FOs, right? We delivered them all.
We figured over 100 bags yesterday.
Yes.
And by the time we got home from making the deliveries, 3 hours maybe?
If that, yeah.
We were gone for like 3 hours. By the time we got back to the store, one of the stores we had dropped off is sending us a message saying, "Oh my God, I only have 5 left."
Such a great feeling.
Really, really cool in one way, and then it's like, oh my God.
We need minions.
We still have to.
If anybody would like to be a minion and come sew for us for
you
nothing.
have to take our salary.
Right.
So.
But if you would like to do that, please apply here.
Yeah.
To Toad Hollow. Anyway, really good day delivering bags. It's so nice when you walk into the store and the store owner is dancing and saying it's like Christmas, because she was so excited about the bags.
Thank you, Christina.
Yes.
It's very good for our ego.
Oh, so good for our ego. And Susan, also, thank you, because you guys just make us feel so good about delivering bags to you. So we will continue making them. Anyway, if you look on the shelves behind you,
they're empty.
There are no bags. There are maybe 1 or 2 bags left. We just have to restock. So, and we have lots of fabric cut and ready to go. And once we are done with the podcast, we are hitting the sewing machines again.
Yep.
Another big order to deliver.
So.
Yes.
Safely. Hopefully next week it will be holding up a sign that says, it's been 9 days.
Yeah.
10 days?
10 days. 10 days without. Anyway.
So those are our FOs, because sewing, not a ton of knitting time.
We did get some done.
Some progress
we did get some done.
I'm going to take it all out.
No, not yet. We're not doing that yet. Okay. So I am going to start with my Whispering Pines shawl from Molly from a Homespun House. I am doing this on Wonderland yarn, and I am so excited about this. This is my shawl.
Sorry, I'm trying to move the camera closer.
Oh, well, I'll move closer to it. Now you're just going to make everybody dizzy. Okay. Can you hold my bag, please? There. This is my shawl. I have gone through dark green into like a sea green, and now I just started working with a sea-ish blue. It's like a bluey green. I've only got 4 rows of it, so you can't, but you can see it a little bit.
It's so subtle. You can't really see it in the light. It's much more pronounced in real life.
But what you see it when really you start
see your snowflakes now.
Getting more of it done.
It's so, the color change.
Oh, I have to bring my side up.
Okay. Unlike mine, is so subtle.
I think we need to move it more towards you. Traveling shawl. There we go. Okay. And then this is the bottom point.
That's your top.
That's my top, right? That's my top. I always get that confused. When I'm done, I will know. But it is beautiful.
It is so pretty and delicate.
I love it. Really, really love it.
It's Wonderland yarn, and it's just like holding and working with a cloud.
I know.
It's so light.
I will put a link in the profile this time, because I never think to put the link to the yarns, so the show notes. But I will put a link in the show notes for it, so that you can go. It's the fingering weight, and we got the gradient package. You got 5 skeins of different colors that traveled.
I figured they were like
colors.
mini skeins that were like, what, 20 grams each?
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 600 grams total.
So they're 5. So that would be more like
600 yards.
Right.
That's giant.
No, I'm thinking it's just, we figured it was about 150 grams because it was about a skein and a half. So about 30 grams each. But so pretty. And so nice to hold. I can't wait to finish it so I can wear it. Whispering Pines by Molly from a Homespun House in Wonderland Yarns. I can't believe your stomach just rumbled. Just in case you didn't hear that.
Didn't pick it up.
Now
and now
you know.
Beth gets to share with the world. My stomach is...
Okay, your turn.
So mine is... This is Wonderland Yarns again.
Oh my god.
Wait. Losing stitches?
Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Stop.
And mine is the Whispering Pines shawl.
No, was it mine the Whispering Pines?
Mine's the Windswept.
There you go.
But so you can see mine, and my colors obviously are much more pronounced, and I just moved into red.
Isn't this the back? Aren't we showing them the back?
It doesn't matter.
No, it does.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does, because look, you don't get the little line.
Oh.
Show them the right side. I can't believe you're so unprofessional about this. There we go.
So you can see I just started the red. It's so exciting when you get to change colors.
It is.
And I'm fairly certain that this ridge here is a mistake. But we'll go with it.
Well, if it's a mistake, you did it very, very evenly.
Yeah.
So I don't know that it is. Because, I mean...
No, it has to be a mistake because the pattern is the same. It's the same 2 rows over and over and over again, and I must have skipped a stitch or something.
But you did it on so many different rows.
Yeah. I didn't realize it until to correct it.
I'm just wondering if it's actually part of the pattern.
No, it can't be because the pattern's all the same. Literally, it's the same 2 rows that you know.
Oh.
But we'll go with it's part of the pattern.
It's part of the pattern. It makes it's your pattern.
Yep.
So that you're not doing exactly what everybody else does. You're doing a little bit different.
I'm just so excited because I figure I have about 10 more rows of increasing stitches, and then I start to go into the flowering border. So,
wow.
Very exciting.
Yes. Very pretty. Gorgeous patterns.
And I have 2 more colors after the red. I have a purple and a purple. Like a mauvey purple and then a darker purple.
But this one has all different pinks in
it.
It's
this one's much more tonal than the others have been.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the next one that I do. And I think I'm going to do the flower border in this one. And then I think because I'm going to have so much yarn left over, I think I'm going to do just like the last 2 rows in the bind off in this color. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right. On to our next ones?
Yep.
My next one is another shawl. This is the Pebble Beach Shawlette.
So Drusilla is nicely keeping herself entertained with her toy. That's the squeaking.
By Helen Stewart. That's what from Curious Homemade. And this is on Sweet Sparrow yarns and
It's a Curious Handmade.
Pretty sure I just read that. Didn't I say Curious Handmade, right?
You said homemade.
Really? Okay.
Well, she might.
Sweet Sparrow yarns.
Toad Hallow.
With in the crocus colors, and it's on her nuthatch base, which is 75-25, 75 merino, 25 nylon, and this is fingering weight. And this is what it looks like so far. Actually, this is probably the top.
Because you're really far along.
I know. I've been working on it.
You're so much further along.
Slowly but surely, working on it.
That's gorgeous.
It really is. So I don't know. Can you see the browns and the greens?
Yeah.
You can, right?
I don't know whether you can. Oh, there you go. That's kind of letting you see the difference.
So pretty.
Such gorgeous yarn.
I know.
I mean, you can do anything in this yarn and it's going to look gorgeous.
But it's got some great little stitch patterns going on. And then the lace. I'm really, really loving this. And this is where I was last week. Look, I put a progress keeper in. So that's where I was last week. And this is how far I've come. My progress keeper is from Connie Knits. Chili Knits.
Chili Knits, Connie.
Connie from Chili Knits. And that's what I'm doing. So that's coming along nicely. I figure by fall, I'm going to have a lot of really beautiful spring scarves ready to wear. Because that's how I roll. But this is what the ball looks like. Ready to go. There's my next whip. Moving these right along. Okay.
Trying to find the part of the pattern I can show online. Oh, here, put this back.
Oh, thank you.
So my next is I am doing the Blight shawl.
Who's that by? Does it say?
I should give people credit, shouldn't I? Oblivious Knits.
Okay.
On Ravelry, it's the Blight shawl. I saw somebody at the New Jersey Wool Walk. She had just finished hers and she was wearing it. It was just so pretty. And mine is I cast it on last week. It's my Sweet Sparrow yarns, Pure Reason, in her Magpie base, which is 75-25. So 75 merino, 20 nylon. Okay, guys, come on.
All right, we good? Do you remember where we were?
I'm just gonna start with the Sweet Sparrow.
Okay.
Again, so.
Okay.
So it's on my Sweet Sparrow Yarns Pure Reason, her magpie base, and it's 75-25. So 75 merino, 20 nylon, and 5 stellina. And this is my first stellina. And look how far I've come. In my defense, I'm only knitting this really at the store when we take a lunch break, which we really haven't been doing much of. But you can you can kind of see the speckles in the lace pattern.
Really pretty.
But here's the ball, which I've shown on other podcasts. So if you, we should probably welcome new visitors.
Yes. Yes.
So it's this lovely minty green with purples and blues, speckles, and the stellina. It's just...
It's like a seafoam green.
Yeah. It's just
so pretty.
Gorgeous. I can't wait. And it's wonderful to work with.
Really, really gorgeous. So as Helen said, for those of you that are coming back, thank you so much for coming back and seeing us again. And for new viewers, welcome. We're the Crafty Toads. We don't do things in the normal pattern, so...
We're flying by the seat of our pants today. We have no show notes.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Do you know what we forgot?
It's been that kind of week where we're just flying by the seat of our pants.
Do you have your minis?
They're here.
Okay, so we may have to do a quick change operation where Helen goes off and gets her minis. But moving on, because we are not completely all over the place, we are going to finish with our whips, right? Moving on to our whips. All right.
This is our day. We both have just a tad bit of ADD.
Yes.
It's like so. Ooh, bright shiny thing.
Which is why the magpie is so good, because it's got this thing that it's like, ooh, pretty. All right, so now we are on to... I'm pretty sure that this week is Fleet Week in New York.
Is it?
I think so. Isn't it usually the first? Isn't it the first week in May?
I thought it was Memorial Day.
Okay, maybe it is. All right. Anyway, it's not Fleet Week here. It's Frog Week. Because
nice segue.
Yes.
I'm not done yet though.
You're not. Oh, you have another thing.
I have one more that
I'm sorry. Keep going then. Go. I will stop.
So, this is my adventures in knitting socks 2 at a time. And it's actually not an adventure at all because it's working out great. These are my Dumbledore Christmas stockings.
I love the pink.
I am so thrilled with how these coming out with my pink in the cuff. And then you can see the blues and the grays. It just looks so cool. So I just finished one pattern, block of pattern. There are 2 charts that you do. So I just finished chart A and I'm moving into chart B. So, moving right along. This is my car knitting.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. We got a lot done yesterday.
Yes.
Very cool. Now we can frog.
Now we're frogging. Okay. We have decided that half the stuff that we're working on, we're taking out.
We hate it.
Hate it.
Take it out.
I'm going to start with my hat. I am doing the antler hat by Tin Can Knits. I've gotten this far. I'm just about done. I have probably about an inch left on my ribbing. Not too much. It is gorgeous. However, as Helen is going to show you, the pattern doesn't show up very well with this yarn. I mean, the stripes are so beautiful, but any kind of patterning is not showing up terribly well. So I'm going to take this out and save this for something else and pick a different... I actually have yarn from my stash that I'm going to use for the antler hat because it's just more of a solid color with a little bit of speckling so that this design's going to show up better. The color just takes away.
The color should be the star, not the pattern.
Right.
So what I noticed, I am doing, my hat is the Hishigata hat. And you can see all these lovely cables and everything.
By Angela Tong, in case you didn't read that.
Sorry, Angela Tong Designs. And it's for a Knitter's Pride on their Ravelry page is doing a knit along. And it's You Pick Any Pattern by Angela Tong. And it runs through May 13th. And with my most recent decision, I probably will not get done in time. But so this is my Hishigata hat. And I am well into the cabling. And you can't even see. And it's so pronounced on her pattern, the pictures, that it's just that this yarn, it was a very poor choice of yarn. So
it's gorgeous
it's
yarn.
Gorgeous yarn, and it's knitting beautifully, and I love knitting with it. It just flies along, but the yarn needs to be the star, not the pattern, and I've got a pattern that needs to be the star, not the yarn. So I have a solid color that I'm going to pull out of stash, and I'll start doing it because I love the hat. I paid for the pattern, so I'm going to do it. But this is getting frogged, and it will be put back into stash for
something later on.
Else. And maybe I'll just find a. You said Tin Can Knits has just a plain old
slouchy hat.
So I think I'll probably do that because I love the idea of this as a hat because the yarn is so soft.
Right.
And it's going to be just such a lovely hat, thing to have on your head.
They're both Lorna's laces.
Lorna's laces.
And they don't have cashmere in them, do they? They're just 75-25?
No, I think it's 100.
It's 100% merino?
Did I keep mine?
I think one of us should have. Excuse us. I did not.
Spike will serenade you. I have mine.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's 100% superwash merino.
It's beautiful. The colors are gorgeous. The feel is wonderful. It's so much fun to knit with. It's just not right for these particular hats that we chose.
Oh, it's so soft.
And squishy. Actually, you know what? I may not frock mine. I may look at the slouchy hat and see.
Oh, yeah, because you're further along. I mean, you're not as far along as I am, so you could just...
And maybe you don't have to frog it, just tink back a little bit. Probably better to just...
This is the end of my ribbing.
Just frog the whole thing.
Here, so we're frogging.
Frog it away. Okay.
I can do ribbing in my sleep.
So. Frog number 1 are the hats. Frog number 2 for me is my Drakenfels shawl, which I love.
Please. For new viewers, we have 2 store dogs, Spike and Drusilla. Hello, Drew. Drew is right here under our feet. The loudmouth tonight is Mr. Spike. And he just doesn't like the fact that we're wasting all our time frogging things.
Although it does mean more couch time. It gives him
more couch time knitting. So
we sit on the couch and knit at night, and one of them is between us on the couch. And
usually
the other one,
Drew is between us and Spike is under my legs.
Yeah, is under our feet. So they like that very, very much when we get home at night and get to knit. Anyway, Drakenfels shawl. This is the Drakenfels. By Melanie Berg. I actually have a couple of her patterns saved in my Ravelry. That's the Drakenfels. I started doing it on 100% Rowan wool, worsted weight. It's really lovely yarn.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's knitting up beautifully.
It's just
not draping.
Not the draping. It's too thick and too stiff almost. So
it doesn't help, as Christina pointed out, that you're so tight.
I mean, you can see the pattern. The pattern is beautiful. I mean, it's gorgeous.
I've been so jealous of her because she's been knitting on this, and I want to do the Drakenfels.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out and save the worsted yarn for a sweater, which is...
Excuse me.
God bless you. We'll take that part out. I'm going to take this out and save the worsted yarn for a sweater and do the Drakenfels with a different yarn that's better weight. And it's going to drape better because I don't want this to be an outside shawl that I wear. It would be a
really good poncho and something you wear to keep you warm, but not something
that I want to wear as a shawl draped around my neck. And also, I mean, it's not that scratchy, but it's not as soft as some of the others.
Run it through with the wool wash, it's going to be much softer.
Right. It's just right now, it's not. It's just wrong. So I am taking this out, and when we delivered our bags to Chelsea Yarn yesterday, we made a slight Just a little bit.
A little bit of swap.
A little bit of a swap.
For
Right.
stash.
So,
and because I feel like Sue from Legacy Knit, whatever Mary Beth is knitting, now I have to knit.
so I went and picked my 3 colors.
Plus, as I said to her when we entered the store, if you're buying yarn, I'm buying yarn.
You have to. These are my 3 colors that I am going to do the Drakenfels with. Now, I picked the Barocco Vintage DK because I love the feeling of it.
And Christina suggested it to us because we told her the problem we were having, so she thought the drape would be good.
Right. I have got color 2136, color 2185, and color 2194. I don't know what that translates to, but it translates to beautiful. Those are my colors.
Hold it up to your face. Look at your eyes.
Brings out the blue in my eyes. It's going to be beautiful. This is going to be color A. This is going to be color B. And then this will be color C. So it will look like that going across the shawl. These are, okay, it is 100 gram balls, 290 yards. And it's an acrylic wool nylon blend, which I didn't realize when I was buying it, when I was looking at it to begin with, but then I thought, you know, I love the look of it. I like the feel of it. It's going to be gorgeous. So I'm very excited about starting with this.
Plus, it's not going to be $100 shawl, which
right.
we can't afford right now.
Right. So this is going to be my Drakenfels. I can't wait to, you know, get home and pull out the other one and start working on this.
But our toy is coming today.
That is exciting. That's very exciting. So.
We're getting a cake winder. It's the small things.
After last week's episode, you'll understand why. So we are getting a cake winder that...
There has been no yarn winding this week.
I did do one. I did one of my little mini Wonderland, and I did not get tangled at all.
Relatively painless?
Yeah, I got through it.
You acted like an adult and you wound your yarn.
I did, all by myself.
It was a 30-gram ball of yarn.
Stop making fun of me! Okay, go ahead, show yours.
These, so as I said, whatever Mary Beth's knitting, I feel I want to knit now. So these are my colors. Just look at this.
So pretty.
Somebody forgot to silence her phone.
Do you notice that when you get close, it goes more greeny?
The background.
So pull back and give it a minute. And it'll adjust, hopefully. Anyway.
That will just look sick. So.
Okay.
This is going to be my A, B, and C. So they're going to look like that.
Oh, so pretty.
And I just...
The two on the ends are gorgeous.
Them. This one I just adore.
And the pink in the middle is really... It kind of looks white.
Yeah, but
it's a soft baby pink.
It's like a bashful pink.
Yeah. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
No more sewing. All knitting.
Yeah.
Who needs to pay bills?
Right. Because I would say we just sell our stuff that we knit, but we both know that's not going to happen.
When my landlord comes calling, I'll just say, I knit you a beautiful shawl.
That is several $1,000 worth of money. Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay. Do you want to get your minis?
Oh, yes.
We participated in the mini swap this past week with Knit 24. Actually, I think I'm going to start over again. We'll just take that part out. Do you want to turn it off?
Do you want to come up on the bench? Be part of the podcast?
You need to stop barking and demanding attention. It's probably my Drakenfels. Okay. Anytime you're ready to get back, just let me know.
Give me some time to find out.
No. I'm just saying, anytime you're ready, let me know. Cause
we're recording this whole thing.
yeah, well, no, we don't want to stop.
That's right. I forgot. Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, Helen went off and got her minis.
Which I am housing in my mini box. Live, love, laugh.
That's what's on the bottom of our bags.
Yeah, and our handles too.
Yeah.
So it's our motto. Life's too short. So we participated in Sue from Knit 24's mini swap.
From her Periscope.
Group. And I got my mini package from Jess. And she sent, first of all, the most beautiful card. Look at this card.
Hold the box so you can do
It's a Vera Bradley card. And, I love him.
I didn't know Vera Bradley made cards.
Neither did I.
All right, guys. Watch out. Watch out. Hi, how are you today?
I saw your card. So
There you go.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much. How do you get priority mail?
Are you Full House? UPS.
That's the, I'll bet that'll be the return of Feature Spotter.
Oh, whatever. Come on. In the back. Let's go. Come on. Hey, Ryan. Yeah. Come in. Come on in. What's up?
Oh, I don't want to bother you.
Okay, Ryan.
I'm searching for something that I thought you could help.
Okay.
It might not even exist. I'm looking for like a tote bag kind of thing.
Okay.
It's gotta be huge. My mom carries her pillow and her sheet. Comes over to our house.
Right.
She carries a huge plastic bag.
Okay.
And I was like, why do you carry that? She doesn't have a bag that fits that. Are there like bags that are big enough?
Pillow and a sheet.
Huh?
Pillow and a sheet.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, how are you?
Bag big enough to carry a pillow and a sheet.
Tote bag, but that might be too big, right?
Whatever you think is something that might work.
Even like a beach bag, like something like that might work. Oh, she carries 1,000 bags to my house. And like wakes us up with this thing. We hear it and we're like, what do you... So I thought Mother's Day and it works for us. Hello, you got a tool. You got a tool. Yeah. Oh, I know. Hi. Now, you guys closed today?
That's
No, we're going to be open in a little bit.
Oh, okay, cool. Hi,
that's not big enough, is it?
No, she needs like her full pillow. So it's more like...
It would be
should
sticking
just
out a bit, but it stretches out like that.
That. See, I don't even think it would fit
No.
here. Because it's like a sleeping pillow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hi. I should just get her like a big beach bag, I think.
I think so.
Probably like
We have-
clothes or something.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, because we have we don't have time to make it before the weekend. We could make you something, but we just don't have time to do it because we have a big order that we have to finish.
No problem.
So
maybe I should... Let me think about it. 'Cause
Okay.
maybe I can have you make it for like a couple weeks later. It
Oh,
doesn't
yes.
matter.
Oh yeah, no, that we can definitely do.
Really?
Yeah, and you can pick your fabric because we have all different really
Would
gorgeous
that be a
fabrics.
big deal? How
No.
backed up are you? I don't need it in a rush because like we
Yeah.
don't care about dates.
Yeah, no,
You're
we
hard
have
enough to figure
to
something
like the 21st, May 21st.
21st. What is it now?
It's
like-
gonna. That's
That's
the.
the Antique and Artisan show, so it's going to be like 3 weeks.
Okay, cool. So let me see what I can. Let me talk to Gia.
Okay.
She
Okay.
knows this stuff better than me. See what
Okay.
she says. Maybe I'll just have you make one.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
give it to
'cause
her.
we have all different kinds of fabric that you can choose from, and we'll interface it to give it a little bit of sturdiness.
Cool.
But this is one of our bags that we made. This is a large knitting bag.
Okay. See, that's really nice.
Yeah.
You made that? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So
So we need
that-
it like double the size.
Right.
Now. Is that a
But
problem?
no, that's
No,
not a
no.
problem. We can definitely do that.
Cool.
You know.
She loves your stuff because we have the pillows at our house.
Right.
We bought pillows from my brother's house. She already loves it. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, so
Let me
And
talk
then we
to
could
Gia.
just do like double the width and put some
Yeah.
handles on it.
And
Yeah.
and even taller.
And taller,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
All right.
So I'll wait a couple weeks and then I'll come back and I'll have you do that for me if you don't
Okay.
mind. That'd
Okay.
be awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
no, and then we'll just you can look through what we have as fabric for that,
Awesome.
and then
Now, can I buy something now?
sure.
Yes, of
You
course.
sure?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I need Mother's Day cards, so I'm here. Why not, right?
We have more cards up front too.
Okay, cool.
Just hand wonder.
Hmm?
Hand. Put your arm on her.
Well, we knew that.
Should have known that.
Yeah, no, we knew that.
What?
Oh, I drew. Really?
Which would explain why Chelsea's was so.
Do we want hers? Well, we can keep this for minis. And for like your collection.
Yeah.
Did you get it from your place?
I have some Amazon. What it is in it. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
No. Hopefully this is. These are all rings.
I don't understand how this attaches. Because you've got to have this on the edge so that you can turn it.
Right.
So this has to go here somewhere, right? Does this go up? Maybe that's it.
Did it come with instructions? How
Doesn't
to
that
assemble.
look like it's supposed to go on something?
Remove the screw with the clear plastic top from the metal arm.
Okay.
Insert the metal arm into the hole located directly below the base of the handle.
Oh, look at that. Oh, here, our register is right here, so we can go right
look at
there. We
that.
kind of change things.
It's all changed. Cool.
Because we're kind of turning this into more of a workspace.
Oh, that's cool.
So, because we use the table to cut, as you can see, the fabric and everything.
Are those skateboards up there?
They are.
That is
They're
so cool.
decorative skateboard
That
decks.
is really cool.
So, they come with mounting blocks and everything.
Wow.
They're $250.
Wow.
So, you but
I'm
they're
tell
made.
Lily not to skateboard. It's an
Yeah.
expensive hobby.
Well, no,
Um,
these are works of art.
Right, yeah, exactly.
They're made by an artist down in Red Bank.
It's really cool.
Yeah, he's a
That
good guy.
fox one is awesome. Is
I
that
know.
from something or is that an original?
That's his original.
That is so cool.
He's getting into children's.
Illustration.
It looks like a
illustration.
children's character.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
do I know that? It's cool.
637.
Hey, perfect. And I don't need any change.
How's work?
Works good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got half a day off right now.
All
so
right.
Oh, nice.
That's good. Doesn't happen often. So
No.
yeah, things are good.
How's
Thank you so
everything
much.
going with the house?
Good. It sold again.
Oh,
We
did
sold
that?
it the first time.
Right.
Right.
Fell through. Took 2 weeks off, put it on the market, sold again in like a day. So that was good. They did their home inspection on Sunday, so we're waiting to hear the results.
Okay.
They didn't say we're canceling it, so we're
All right,
thinking
that's a good
okay, but
thing.
like we just want to hear.
Yeah.
They did their appraisal yesterday, so as soon as they say we're good, then we'll go start looking at houses, like seriously, you know. So maybe this is not. No, that's my sitter.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you so much.
Oh, you're
And I'll
welcome.
be back to talk about that.
Yeah. Just let us know.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
We're gonna be cutting such a chunk.
Yeah. Is it even gonna fit on? Can you take it out before it goes up the liquid?
I don't know. We'll see.
So did it work?
Yeah, I've got it on.
So we just have to put this on next to it, and we'll just.
Yeah. All right, you ready? All right, you want to go back to the Vera Bradley card? Okay. So, all right, shall we start with we participated in the...
Okay.
Okay. I'll hold the box if you want.
So we participated in Sue's from Knit Sue, who is Knit 24 on Periscope, her mini swap, and my partner was Jess, and this week I got my package, and she sent this gorgeous Vera Bradley card.
Who knew Vera Bradley even did cards?
Right, I didn't, but it's just it just makes me want to have cards.
Show the envelope.
And look at the inside of the envelope. How beautiful is that? I love elephants. So, with a very nice note. Thank you, Jess. And I got minis. This one.
She labeled them too.
She did. This is Mint Rain Twist Sock to Telltale Heart color.
Love the name of that.
Yeah. This is the Lemonade Shop Mighty Sock Bad Day. Because we all have bad days. I love
those pops of
the
color.
pops of color.
Yeah. This one's so soft.
Oh, look at that. Knit Picks Felici in Madrigal color.
That is gorgeous.
These are my colors, yeah. This one is Malabrigo Sock Azules, which we know are little islands.
We do.
We looked it up one time.
Ah.
We were going to move there.
Were we?
We were, yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Where
islands.
are they?
I don't know. They're little islands.
Okay.
Let me just have my moment of knowing
Okay.
they're little islands.
Okay.
Madeline Tosh Merino Light Stargazing. Look at this. Oh, you can't really see.
Maybe pull back a little bit.
You can't see it's dark blue, and then you go into lighter blue and green.
There's
It
green
is-
in there that just pops
I
up.
mean, luscious.
Gorgeous,
Is the
gorgeous.
best way I can come up. And then this one is Pearls Yarn Emporium Who's Sock Doctor Who the second. Doctor Who fans. I will have to work him into my Doctor Who knit-along project.
Right.
And Twist Fiber Studio Fairview Ooh Girl. And that is an Ooh Girl.
It is an ooh.
And she just can't knit right now because she's got a wrist injury. So, poor Jess. She made me little progress keepers. Look at how delicate these are. They're little tea sets.
You set the little creamer?
Yep.
My God.
And then a little plate. So, since I didn't have progress keepers on any of my whips, I will now have progress keepers on all my whips.
Cool. Very cool.
I may let you have one.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. And then don't forget these.
And then she sent me all my teas, and she knew that I'm not a huge tea drinker. So she said in her note that these were not too tea-tasting teas, and especially the Passion. It's Tazo Passion. Her family lives on it iced all summer long. So we're gonna make some up and see what we think. And then I got Refresh Mint. And who doesn't like mint? So, very cool.
Very cool.
I have minis.
Yes. We are starting our mini collections.
Thank you, Jess. And I really can't wait to put my progress keepers on. I kept myself so I could show them. So,
Don't forget the card, too.
oh, my card. Okay. Into my mini box.
Okay. We are going to start, before you know it, our Mrs. Weasley sweaters.
Yep.
Because now that we have
minis
minis to work on, we're going to start this.
And we picked out a cardigan, didn't we?
We did. We have a cardigan, a pattern we like. We're just going to double check it and make sure it works with everything, but I think it's going to be perfect.
Yep.
Even has little pockets, because what's a cardigan without pockets, right? So. All right.
So what are you casting on this week?
Oh my god. I am going to cast on my Drakenfels and start that over again. And I think... Oh! We are doing the Grocery Girls sock.
Fancy feet.
Fancy feet. We are doing... I don't have my yarn. I haven't cast on anyway. I'll show you next time.
You're pretty far... I mean, you've picked your yarn and your pattern.
I have my yarn and I have my pattern. It's I'm going to do the Midsummer Night socks. And I got from Chili Knits it's called Envy. It's this gorgeous passion green that I'm going to use to make my Midsummer Night my Midsummer socks. So I am a little bit worried about this. Starting a new pattern that is something that you haven't worked with before, I always get a little bit nervous because it uses terms that, or it states things in ways that I'm not used to. So I have to just take it line by line, and I'm sure it's going to be beautiful.
That'll be fine.
Yeah,
You've
it'll
knit
be okay. Right. Oh yeah,
fisherman sweaters. I think you can.
Oh, it's not that I can't do it. It's just.
And it's also going to be your first full pair of socks.
It is, because I haven't finished my first pair of socks yet. Still working on those. However, I've gotten totally sucked into shawls.
Yeah.
I've been doing shawls and lace. Who knew? Me, lace. Not my type of thing. So
one day we will sit down in front of this thing.
Actually be wearing something.
Gorgeous shawl.
We will actually have finished one that we can wear.
And you will not see the needles in the back.
Tying it on. Okay.
I have picked my yarn. I haven't picked my pattern yet.
No, you have to find your pattern.
I think I'm going to try and find, because it's supposed to be something new, so I think I'm going to try and find something lacy, and nothing against everybody, but it seems like everybody's doing the monkey socks as a lace, and I like to swim against the tide.
Do you want to wear lacy socks, though?
Well, that's the thing. I don't want them too lacy.
Yeah.
I want them to look like little feminine socks, but not too lacy, because I want them to be wearable.
Mine have cables on them.
We'll see.
I am, for someone who does not like cables, the cable queen. And so I'm going to be doing some cables, but also some leaf shapes.
It's gorgeous. Yeah.
They're so pretty. Next week, I will have cast on, and I will show you. I think they're giving us 2 months or 6 weeks to finish it.
Yeah.
So we've got plenty of time. Although I just have to focus on it.
And we actually have to get in the chat and announce the fact
that we're doing it.
We're doing it.
All right, we are announcing right here on the Crafty Toads podcast, we are doing your knit-along. There you go. See?
Yeah.
I'm sure they watch this.
Gauntlet thrown.
Down. Boom. All right. Anything else? You're going to cast on the Drakenfels too, aren't you? There's no way you're waiting.
Oh, absolutely no. I'm going to...
I would be surprised if you made it through tonight without casting that on.
We made it a brief break in our thing because our cake winder arrived.
Yes!
UPS came. So we will be winding yarn and getting ready to cast on, because that's always the worst part.
Is winding
the yarn. And we have so little time to knit these days that wasting time winding yarn.
For the birds.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I need minions.
We have sewing to do, and then
tonight
we'll get some knitting done.
We get to knit. All right.
Tonight we knit.
Yes, tonight we knit. So, what are you drinking?
I mixed it up this week. That's my iced tea with lemonade.
Who is it?
4C.
4C.
I checked before we came in.
Awesome. Half and half. Iced tea, lemonade.
Mix.
Yeah. In our funky cups that, again, did not think to change the pattern, but we will do that one time. One time we will pick this up and you will be like, oh,
so
where
pretty.
did you get that? Cups are from Michael's.
So other than knitting, what have you been working on?
I have been working on a project, a Mother's Day project for someone that I am not allowed to show yet, because just on the off chance that the person who's receiving it is watching this, I don't want for her to see it yet. So I will take a picture of it and show it next week because I am in love with this.
That was vague.
So in love with this. It's
oh my
a
god,
project.
It came out so well.
And
it
it's
was
just, I
something
know
that-
it is. It's like those Facebook posts that, to those of you who know who you are, and then it's all this vague stuff, and all you really want to do is say, "Oh, for God's sakes, tell us what it is," because I hate that. I hate the vagueness, and I'm sorry to do this to you, but I cannot show it. It's a wall hanging, and it's beautiful.
And what happened was my brother sent us a sign approximately 6 months ago, and asked us to make it for him. He's the father of our nephews, Brayden and Colin, 2 little boys, and it's a lovely saying about little boys.
Don't say anything.
Why?
Because what if she sees it?
We'll just take it out. Okay. Never mind.
Anyway, so I'm working on a project for Mother's Day that I'm not allowed to show because just on the off chance that the person who's receiving it is going to see this somehow. I really don't think that she will, but just on the off chance. I am going to take a picture of it and show it to you next week. It's gorgeous. I love it. It's for the wall, and I'm sorry to be so vague because I hate when people are vague, especially on Facebook where they put those posts that are, you know who you are, or... Okay, so I'm working on a project for Mother's Day. This is our 3rd take because I keep saying something that I'm not supposed to say. Anyway, I am working on a project for Mother's Day. I am not allowed to show it yet, just on the off chance that the person who's receiving it sees this, and she should see it on Mother's Day, not before. But it's going to be a wall hanging for someone, and I love it. I love it so much.
It came out really well.
It exceeded my expectations so much. So what I'm going to do is I will take a picture and show you next week. I'm sorry about being vague. I hate it, but I really don't want to give anything away in case, she does see it. So next week. Also next week. Eddie, what about you? Have you been working on anything?
Just the bags.
Yeah. Bags.
Bags.
Paper.
Oh, and paper.
A couple of paper things.
I say that's like, paper.
Paper is paying bills.
Yes, paper is paying bills. Our Etsy shop, Toad Hollow and Jay on Etsy. We sell paper party supplies.
We showed some last week.
We did. It's been a very big Where the Wild Things Are in Pooh week.
Yeah, Pooh.
Lots of Pooh.
Because not only do we have Pooh in paper, we have a Pooh knitting bag to make.
That's right.
And send out.
Yes.
Gotta see if we have the Tim Holtz fabric for the inside.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we have to make that and send that out. So, but love it when people come in and buy our knitting bags. We got a comment.
And dog pillows. Our dog pillows.
Yes, we have dog pillows. We got a comment from someone. Was it on Etsy where she was saying that she loved our bag and somebody was commenting on it?
No, that was on our Ravelry page.
Oh, okay. Ravelry.
She's I'm so sorry. CD. Her username. Anyway, she bought a bag from us, and she said that she's working on our Ravelry thread. What are you working on? She said that she's working on the Tin Can Knits 2x2, and while she was working on it, somebody admired her Toad Hollow bag. It's very cool.
Yes, always very nice to hear that. What is the Tin Can Knits 2x2?
I don't know. We got to go find it out.
We're gonna have to look that up.
My phone is all the way over there. I can't.
Oh well.
So.
All right. Anything else?
Reading.
I am reading The Lavender Garden, which you are too, because we're reading it for book club.
As with everything, I am reading The Lavender Garden.
It's a good book. It's a really good book.
It's a fun book.
It's France in the present day and during World War II. And it's really the French Resistance. It's kind of cool.
And a French chateau.
Oh, I love it when there's a house, like a really cool house that's part of the whole story. One of the characters almost.
It's a fun story.
Yes.
So
I saw that they're putting together a mystery book box that you get once a month. Where you get...
they just have boxes for everything.
They do. They really do. But you get a book and something like a ready-made drink, cocoa, coffee, tea, something like that, something to nibble on while you're reading, and then some things that go with it. And the
That's
first
an awesome
one,
idea.
it really is. The first one is Serafina and the Black Coke. I know we want to read this book. It takes part. It's about a girl who lives at the Biltmore Estates in Asheville, North Carolina, which we went to.
That was like our first adult vacation.
It
on our own.
was, and it was the most amazing house. I love that house. I really want to go back again because it was a while ago that we went. But I mean, you go up these stairs and you think you're going up to the next floor, but it's only like 4 stairs, and then there's a little couple of rooms, and then you go up a couple more stairs, and there's some more rooms, and then you go down. It's a maze. And I remember that the dining room fireplace was big enough to hold our dining room table at home, and our dining room table seats probably 15 easily. 12, 15 people easily. And I mean, that dining room table fit into
the
fireplace. It's huge. So
living beyond means we could ever imagine.
I know.
However, just beautiful, beautiful house.
Anyway, the book takes place in the Biltmore.
I thought that was more of a young adult thing.
I think it is.
Okay.
But it's like $50 a month to do the book box.
Wow.
Well, you get the book and teas and a bunch of things that go with it. So one of them is an art print by somebody.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then there's pins, and there's a necklace that goes with it that's made specially for the box, you know. So it's all different things. It's a really nice box. So when I'm rich and famous, maybe I'll start that. Yeah. I just think right after great idea,
all the yarn boxes,
and B, I just wish I could be the person that got to put the books together. Yeah. You know, that's so cool.
That would be cool.
But anyway, so I am reading The Lavender Garden, and I'm going to start the book for the Fantasy Book Club, which...
Something about a museum.
A peculiar museum. I'm not sure I just bought the book. So next week I'll be able to tell you a little bit more about it, but that's the next step. So that's what we're doing. Watching? Anything good? What have we been watching? I've been watching Daredevil. Yeah. I'm doing that on my own. Helen doesn't like Daredevil. I've been watching that on my own. I kind of...
Watching podcasts.
Like that. It's too dark for her. And violent.
It's just horrible people. Violent. I mean, it's just, why watch that?
I was listening to it with my earphones in because I didn't think that the sound of, thuds of kicking people's flesh was the kind of thing to fill the house with. So,
yeah, no, I can't watch everything I want to watch, and so I don't want to waste my time with ugly people.
Right. Well, this is true.
Not ugly, like ugly countenance, just mean, horrible people.
There are some terrible people in this. However, interesting characters. I like it. I'm having
Good
fun.
Life is ending, unfortunately.
Yes. Person of Interest is coming back.
That came back last night. Yeah.
Right. That's fun.
And really, podcasts.
Do
we watch anything new this week?
I don't think so. We've had a couple of 11, 9 o'clock nights.
I just have recollections of sitting on the couch and falling asleep and dropping stitches.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect, of course. Next week we'll have lots of interesting things to say. Yes. No. We will see. Yes. Okay.
Mother's Day is coming up. Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
If you are a mother, happy Mother's Day. Or mother-to-be. That's very cool.
Diary of a Shopkeeper.
Oh, right. Diary of a Shopkeeper. See, this is why we need notes. This is why we need show notes. Big time.
If you stuck with this whole mishmash so long, thank you.
Oh, God. I'm going to edit some of this out because some of this is crazy. Okay.
So we left off with stuffed animals last week.
Yes. So you may have noticed that in our background, there have been quite a few additions. Lots of stuffed animals. We started, so for those of you who haven't seen the last 2 episodes, we started talking about what got us to owning a store. And I was a teacher.
I was in a real estate accounting. Fascinating job.
Yes. Not at all. Then
every minute.
I moved and had trouble finding a teaching job, so I started working in a construction office. Hated it. Helen got laid off. No, wait, backtrack a little bit. We started selling teaching supplies online, on mostly on eBay and Amazon. And we did that for about 8 years. No, about
No,
6 years. We
six-
figured 6
5 or
years.
6 years,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. So we did that for about 6 years, doing it as a supplement to our day jobs. And we were selling teaching supplies. And then this is where we are.
Those teaching supplies started to fall off.
Right.
So we found
We were at the gift show in New York.
a company.
And we were walking through the aisles looking for things, and we saw this stuffed animal.
I have always had a penchant
Both of us really
for stuffed
have.
animals.
Neither of us played with dolls.
No.
We are number 2 and 3 of 6 children. So I have a sister who's 7 years younger than I am, a brother who's 11 years younger than I am, and another brother who is 14 years younger than I am. So that I always had living dolls to play with. So I never played with dolls. I always played with either G.I. Joe, because I have a brother who's 10 months older than I am, or stuffed animals. We had teddy bears.
Yeah, I was all soft.
Yeah.
So,
We never did Barbies.
oh no.
We're to like one family out of a million.
I don't think I actually ever owned a doll.
I did have one, but that was it.
I never wanted one.
No, really, the poor thing. I had Raggedy Ann.
But that's not.
But she wasn't really
was
a
soft
doll.
Yeah, I'm talking like the plastic dolls.
Right.
And
No, we never did those.
nothing.
Anyway.
We dress them up or anything like that. We just didn't.
So we're walking through the Javits Center, which is huge, and we saw this stuffed animal. Helen is getting him. Well, not exactly this one, because he has changed over the years, but very similar to this one. This is the Jellycat Bunny. This actually is the Bashful Bunny. This is the most popular thing we have ever sold over every iteration of our store.
I cannot convey to you how soft he is. Look at his tongue. His ears are perfect for little hands to hold on to.
Arms too, because they're soft and not too stiff.
And they wear well.
They
very often are the stuffed animal.
Oh, we've overnighted these to hotels in Chicago.
Because they lose them.
They lose them when they're on vacation and they won't go to sleep without them. This is the Jellycat stuffed animal. They're certified safe for infants all the way up. Everything is triple checked and triple sewn and everything. They're wonderful. We had, when we had the store in Red Bank, we had people who would come in, they were working in offices, and they would just come in and pick up one of the bunnies and wander around for about 10 minutes, put the bunny down, and go back to work. And that was their therapy. They would just stop by and see the bunny. They're wonderful. They really are. So
we started selling stuffed animals.
And from there, we moved into toys. We decided that the teaching just wasn't doing it because sticker packs at $1.50 a piece, you have to sell an awful lot of sticker packs. So what we decided to do was we slowly moved the teaching supplies out and brought in stuffed animals and toys and worked with that for a while. And then in 2011, Helen got laid off, and we decided, you know what, we're going to take the online and turn it into a retail brick and mortar.
And
so I decided she wasn't allowed to have fun all by herself.
Well,
so
we
I
never
quit.
would have opened a store by just me.
Right.
But the months of April and May of 2011 were the most
crazy.
cataclysmic months in our family. Just because we quit our jobs or laid off, whatever. We left our jobs, our responsible,
right,
well-paying,
April 1st,
benefit-paying jobs.
Happy April Fools. We quit our jobs.
And
within 2 weeks.
Within 2 weeks, we were open. Then, at the same time, my brother is going down to Savannah and getting married.
He eloped.
And a month later, my sister She planned hers for a little while. She got married. So all just all these life-changing events happening. And so it was just
One thing after another was boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. My poor
But-
parents.
Yeah, I know. But we did. We
I mean, my mom wants us to be happy, but I think it was a little bit of okay.
I'm just gonna nod my head
Right.
and hope
Yeah.
it all works out. We found the store, signed the lease, and within 2 weeks we had cleaned it
open.
out, painted the ceiling. God, you remember painting the ceiling? The ceiling just ate the paint.
It was ceiling tiles, and they were this pea green.
And 12-foot ceilings.
And we weren't going to do anything. A, we didn't have the money. And also, we were not going to do anything that would change the space that we would have to involve the town, because we didn't have that kind of time to have the town slow us down with permits and stuff like that. So, but that paint, oh my God, I stood on top of a 10-foot ladder for a week.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Painting the ceiling.
And we put my mother, she's a short little woman. We put her on, there were these little balconies over the doors, and we put her in these little alcoves, and we're like, go paint.
And she went up there and painted.
She was having a happy time.
She really was. She had a great time painting. And my brother came up from Maryland and helped us paint for a little bit. And
he hid in the corner when my parents came because he had to tell them that he was going to go up and get married.
It worked
But he
out
didn't
very
want to
well.
talk to them.
No, look, it worked out for the best. Anyway, so we opened up as toys mostly.
Toys and stuffed animals. Our name was
Yeah, so we opened up as toys mainly, toys and stuffed animals, and we were in Red Bank for about 4 years.
Yeah.
And so behind you can see some of the jelly cats. We have Gilbert Gator, he's up here, and the Toothy Hound. And then Helen, if you move towards me a little bit, no, towards me.
It's backwards.
There you go. There's the Toothy Dino. He's asleep.
He's taking a nap.
He's taking a nap. And in the background, you can see our stuffies. That's Zeke the dragon and my knitting cat. We left them. They sit on the shelf and watch us as we work.
And Jellycat is the one constant through everything we have done.
Yes.
That we have kept as far as vendors. It's the only stuffed animals we carry now. And the only really child thing that we carry now. But I'm not willing to give them up because I want them all.
Yes. We do have a box at home.
Between wanting all the yarn, I want all the Jellycats.
We have a box at home that are some of the discontinued because as they grew, they actually started in London, and they have a limited space here in the United States. So as they add new designs and new styles, they can't keep everything, so they discontinue some things and retire some stuffed animals. And as they retire some, we've kept
like
a couple
knife
of them.
in the heart.
I know, every now and then we look on it, it's seriously like stabbing us in the heart.
Twice we have picked a stuffed animal that would be our store mascot.
One of them you can see next to the cream bunny up there. That's Clive.
Trying to move
There.
that orange.
The orange is
Alf looking thing. He's an aardvark. But we picked him and we picked Rupert.
He was a hedgehog.
And they discontinued them.
They discontinued
We
both
start,
of them.
making them social media presences and everybody wants them, and then Jellycat's like, yeah, no, you can't have them anymore.
They're gone.
So, but
It's okay. We keep a couple of them for us. And we make sure our nephews have a good representation of Jellycats.
very good therapy people.
Yes.
Hold them bunny.
Yeah. Okay. Anything
We're
else?
No.
I think that does
That
it.
was a ridiculous episode.
This is not going to go down in the annals as one of our best.
No. However,
Maybe not one of our best, but
it's episode 5.
this is not going to go down in the annals as one of our most organized
There you go.
episodes. This is kind of our life, though, so welcome to our heads. Now I
Now
bet you
go home.
cannot wait to get out. All right. Happy knitting, everybody. Have a great week. We will see you next week. Bye.